Yeah, George has been in the house nearly 2 years. It'll be 2 years next April. It's gone very fast, but yeah, when we look back, it is a long time, but it's been a good time. It was a pretty nervous time for us. We sat down with Ravi. He listened to us. He told, we told him our experiences. He said he's committed to building a team around George, to providing them with whatever training they need to understand George and look after George. And I think I can say for us both that from the time we made that decision, we've not regretted it for 1 second. The team that Sunrise to Sunrise put together has really not changed from that day. So for 2 years, George has had the same people engaged with him, and he loves coming to what we call George's house. So he loves coming to his house where he meets them. He knows the routine, he knows who's going to be here on given days, etc. And he has thrived since coming here. His ability to interact with different people, to communicate with different people, and to get out into the community has just changed his life. Not everything is perfect all the time, but we work together to sort out any issues and so on, and yeah, there's no question whenever there are issues, we feel entirely listened to, and so on. So
yeah, it is amazing. It's incredible. You can't really put a marker on it. Like, it's a lot of work to get, a lot of sort of psychological work to get to this point. But and it's still hard coming to a Christmas party at George's house and then saying, "See you, George." Because he's still my baby, but he's nearly 17 and he's taller than me. But it's the best. It's better than trying to live with George for the next 20 years and not really meeting anyone's needs. So, great crew here. Amazing women and men. So
for us and the rest of our family, we now have time to spend time together. And George has time to explore the world with people who truly look after him and care about him. So, we never envisaged that it could be as good as it is.
I think they've got that emotional intuition, and that's hard to put a finger on. They don't complain about George's behaviour, whereas we had a lot of workers just be very negative, and George, did this and George did that, and he kicked a hole in the wall, and somehow sort of played back on me a bit as a mum, and they've never done it ever. So it just that's a nice feeling. There's no bad feelings or blame
and we've been very, very lucky. And I think the word carer, you think of people working as carers, you often say they look after someone, but I think carer is the right name for the people that look after George, because they don't just look after him, they do care for him, and they care about him, and they're interested in letting George experience life to as much as he possibly can. It's the same as you like to experience life yourself, so they give him opportunities that we couldn't give him, that they truly care about him, not just for him. So it is extraordinary.
And it's more than we could do. We were tired and babying George a bit still, but they let him sort of wander around with his cap the wrong way and be a dude. So they let George grow, which is really nice. It all sounds a little bit corny, but it's incredible what they've done. So.
We get photos of George out on the train and being out at a local park, etc. And he's happy, he's getting to experience things with people that keep him safe and understand what he needs to be able to be in those environments. So he's enjoying that. And when he's at home and we say to him, "George, we're going back to George's house today. He grabs his bag and he sits at the front and he wants to go.
Yeah.
He points to the car and says, "Come on, it's time." We say, "It's not time to go yet." And so we have to wait till it's time to come. So he wants to come and be here. So yeah,
That's right.
And it is
Yeah.
really his family, and his family. We are his family, but his carers are also his family, and they're just as important in his growth and in the love that he gives and the love that he gets as we are now. So yeah, he has this big family now that really care for him and look after him. He's nearly 17. Our plan is within the next year or so that George will move into full-time out-of-home care and supported independent living. And our plan is to continue that care with Sunrise to Sunrise. We wouldn't take the chance of changing and thinking that something might be better. I must admit I can't think how it could be better, and I wouldn't take the chance of changing that. We're very, very happy.
Yeah, but it's nice. It's freedom for young people with disabilities. That's what it's about, isn't it?
Yes.
It's not really about it's about George more than us, which is the important thing.
And he's happy.
Yeah. So happy. Yeah. Yeah. Very happy.
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah.
It's changed not just George's life, but our life and the life of the rest of our family.
Yeah.
Yeah.